Palace podcast. Before we get into the episode, I just found out that I wasn't even recording when I was doing. I've been talking for 5 minutes. I wasn't even recording. I'm doing it off a different platform called Riverside. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was recording the whole time. So yeah, we're gonna get right into the podcast episode because I kind of messed up already. So if y'all new, like, comment, subscribe. This is my new podcast YouTube channel. Um, for Spotify, I have an audio version. I have an audio version of my podcast. So y'all can go tune into that too. This is episode 2, but it's actually episode 22. If we're going by my audio version, this is episode 22. But for the podcast on YouTube, this is episode 2. So I've been talking for 6 minutes now, and I didn't know I wasn't recording. So I'm gonna just fly by. The Lakers trade for Dorian Smith. He's a nice 3-and-D wing player that LeBron can really use on the team right now. The Lakers don't have no wing. He's a perfect player. He can kick it out with Dorian Finney-Smith for the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is one of I think he's the best role player in the league to be able to guard guards, forwards, and big. So he's going to be needed when playing KD, Jokic, Giannis, Sabonis, and Edwards, Kyrie, Luka, Ja at times. So yeah. Then for the Brooklyn Nets side, I mean, Cam Thomas, hopefully with D'Lo going over there, hopefully it doesn't stunt the growth. You know, they already got Ben Simmons over there, and we know how that's working out. So we got that over there. We got Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton. I'm disappointed in Nick Claxton. I thought Nick Claxton was going to take that all-star approach this year. So he could be one of the best defensive players in the year. I would like to see Nick Claxton be one of the best defensive players in the league. And he hasn't really been showing that. He got offered $100+ million, and he hasn't been showing that he's worth $100 million. So with D'Lo going over there, I think it's gonna give them another player who can put on a show for Brooklyn again for the second time. So yeah, hopefully it works out for Brooklyn. The Laker fans haven't been a big fan of D'Lo for about a year and a half now. Hopefully that changes. In Brooklyn, he can go over there and kind of get like another fresh start. To where the focus won't be on like his mess ups as if it was when he was with the Lakers. So yeah, we're gonna see how that unfolds. But I think through this helps out LeBron. Also, LeBron turning 40 today. Happy birthday, LeBron. We're gonna talk about that as well. But for the Lakers side, yeah, I mean it helps the Lakers. It definitely helps the Lakers. So we'll see how that works. I don't know when they'll play for the teams coming up. I don't know when they'll actually play for the teams, but yeah, we'll see how that works out. But before we go forward in the pod, I want to say this right here. The first episode, I played it back, and I realized that my laptop was overheating, and the audio picked up the noise. So I want to apologize for that. So for now on, I'm gonna do it off my iPad. For now going forward, so I don't hear nothing else. Y'all just hear me. So that's how we're gonna do it going forward. And so yeah, so I want to apologize for that. I didn't know, but I did get a little bit of views from the video and some likes, so I guess y'all was able to hear a little bit. So I'm just kind of going back over the stuff that y'all didn't hear in the first one. I'm kind of repeating it in this one. So we're going to get into the Kings. They fired Mike Brown. I kind of already talked about it before I thought I was recording, but Mike Brown got fired. He found out on his way driving in a car, getting ready to fight with the team. He found out. And this was after he had media today with the Kings and he hosted a practice with the Kings. Very, very unfortunate. He's one of the best coaches in the league, in my opinion. A lot of coaches didn't like it. I kind of said it in my audio podcast. I said that Mike Malone, the head coach of the Denver Nuggets, he didn't like how the Kings handled it because Mike Malone used to be the head coach of the Kings, and the same person that fired him fired Mike Brown. So Mike Malone, y'all can go read what he said during his post game interview. But he wasn't happy with the fire. Steve Kerr wasn't happy with it either by him being a former assistant coach with Steve Kerr. Um, Steve Kerr wasn't happy how they handled the Mike Brown situation. It was very unfortunate. Lou Will was on his basketball show called Run It Back, and he had mentioned that the players weren't really seeing eye to eye with Mike Brown, and De'Aaron Fox felt left out in certain situations. And there were talks. I think Mike Brown had made a suggestion, according to Lou Will, for DeMar DeRozan to come off the bench. That's kind of crazy. DeMar DeRozan is a 20 plus per game scorer in this league. He's probably one of the best. He's probably the best mid range shooter this league has ever seen. Like he's a killer. He's a killer on the mid range, and with him averaging 20 plus a game, for him to come off the bench is crazy to me. Because who's gonna take the DeRozan spot in the starting lineup? Malik Monk. I mean, Kevin Huerter hasn't lived up to his expectations as a shooter. He's declined in the recent years. So the roster just needs to get a little shaken up. I think they probably should trade Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter should be traded. I think you get another shooter, a better shooter than Kevin Huerter right now. You know, but it's unfortunate for the Kings. Hopefully, it works out for the Kings. I'm sorry if I can't go more into depth, but I kind of wasted my time talking about it before I thought I was recording. So yeah, so we'll see about what's going to happen. We'll see what happens with the Kings going forward. Um, there were a few fights. I'm gonna repeat what I said in the first episode since y'all didn't really hear it because of the noise. But Najee Marshall from the Dallas Mavericks and Yusuf Nurkic got into altercation on the court. Nurkic had bumped Gafford in the paint, called for a foul. Najee Harris was helping up Gafford, but he was saying something to Nurkic. I guess Nurkic didn't like what he said. He turned around. Nurkic turned around. He went at Najee Marshall. He walked up to Najee Marshall and he smacked him in the head. Then Najee Marshall, he leaned in for a punch. Leaned in for a punch. PJ Washington came out of nowhere and he pushed Nurkic to the ground. And this kind of caused a back and forth. But the meme of Kyrie, kind of like looking like, wow, I can't believe I just seen that went viral. So the reason why I got the jersey on was because they play the Kings tonight. So this will be Doug Christie's second game coaching. So but yeah, man, I think Nurkic got 3 games. Hold on, I think Nurkic got 3 games. Najee Marshall got 4 games. PJ Washington got 1 game suspension. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. But the Mavericks did win that game. The Suns lost. Wait, yeah, the Mavericks won that game. Kyrie, he did his part. Luka wasn't playing because Luka's out for the next month with a ankle injury. I want to say ankle injury. He's out, so that might affect his All-Star status and All NBA status too. I think 65 games you can't, if you miss over 15. I think you can't participate, or 17 you can't participate if you don't meet that 65 game mark. You don't make All NBA or be in consideration for MVP. So very unfortunate, but yeah, it's very unfortunate. But I mean, it's very unfortunate, but we have to talk about another altercation that happened. The Rockets and Heat had a brawl last night. Amon Thompson and Tyler Hero got into a scuffle. Amon Thompson had grabbed Tyler Hero by his jersey and swung him to the ground, which caused the Heat and Rockets team to kind of come over and, fight. Kind of got into like a little scuffle. You see Terry Rozier comes in, tries to help Tyler Hero, and Jalen Green ended up getting on top of Terry Rozier and pulling him off of Amon, and it was a big ugly scuffle. Tyler Hero, I mean, he cooked me. He had 27 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. I think. He went off that game. It led to 6 ejections. So Terry Rozier got ejected. Obviously, Hero and Amon Thompson got ejected. Fred VanVleet got ejected um, for a later call when he got into it with like a ref, and he got ejected. Ime Udoka got ejected because he went at some coaches or whatever on the floor on the other side for Miami. I think that's it. That's it. Ime Udoka, Amon Thompson, Fred VanVleet on the Houston side. Miami, it was Tyler Hero, Terry Rozier. Somebody else got ejected. I want to say it was Hive Smith. I think he jumped in. Then he got ejected. But it was a big altercation last night. But I think these fights are happening because the NBA ratings are down, so players are trying to fight. So yeah, a thumbs up just came in on my. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna ignore that. But it's crazy because I wanna the next episode I'm gonna have some sound bites too. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, I'm talking about I'm watching the highlights. I'm watching the highlights because like the NBA is kind of trash right now. So I'm watching the highlights and then I'm on YouTube. I see a 5 minute clip of Amon Thompson holding Tyler Hero like this. I'm like, oh. So I turn the video. I mean, they in each other's face. Amon grabbing his jersey, and all of a sudden you see Amon. He swung to the ground. I was like, ooh. I'm telling you, I got into a stance like this. I said, ooh, ooh. I said, listen. Tyler Hero hit. I said, Tyler Hero hit him with a right. I'm telling you, bro. And then I seen Terry Rozier come in. I'm like, ooh, but Terry Rozier, he came in, man. He started swinging. Oh, listen, it was a fight, and I loved it. This is what the NBA needs right now. Because like the ratings are trash, we need it. We need it right now. We need it. So shout out to the Heat and the Rockets for giving us some entertainment on a Sunday when Saquon Barkley broke the 2000 record for rushing. I'm an Eagles fan. I had to throw that in there. Anyway, we're gonna move on to LeBron James. LeBron James turns 40 years old today. One of the greatest players of all time. Turns 40 today. He's playing at a high level. We have to learn how to enjoy greatness while it's here. There are a lot of LeBron haters out here, man. We gotta stop. Enjoy greatness. I'm not a Steph Curry fan, but I'm respecting the craft. I'm enjoying what I'm watching right now because when they retire, like when KD, LeBron, Steph Curry retire, who knows who's going to take over? So we got to enjoy it while it's here. So shout out to LeBron. Happy birthday, LeBron. My in the honor of his birthday, my favorite LeBron moment would have to be the 2016 finals. The block that kind of led up to them winning the championship, that led up to the Kyrie shot. The LeBron block definitely was one of the best that I could think of right now. Yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably one of the moments. And then if I had to say another moment of LeBron, probably would be the 40. I think it was like the 45 points that he had against Boston. I think that one was crazy. I think that was like 2012. I think or 2011. That was 2012. I think when he went off against the Celtics. I think another one would be Miami Heat. Mask LeBron. Mask LeBron. I think Mask LeBron. That one when he had like the Batman mask on. That LeBron. I think he went off for like 62, something crazy. I don't remember the team, but he went off for 62. Another one would be obviously the 46-point game against the Pistons in '07. That one, I think he had 48 points against the Pistons in '07 to advance to the NBA Finals. And another one probably would be when he broke the all-time record for scoring. They lost to OKC, but that one, I didn't really watch it, but I watched it, but I had an internet problem and it cut off as soon as he was getting ready to break it. And I had to watch like a clip on YouTube. But another LeBron moment. I'm gonna go with the this past Olympics when they that big comeback against Serbia. I mean, LeBron was a big part of that. You know, that Serbia game was probably one of the greatest games I've ever watched in my life, as far as like entertainment wise. That USA Serbia game, like that comeback by USA, was one of the greatest games I've ever watched. I know it was like Olympics, but that was one of the greatest games I've watched in my life. Seeing Katie, LeBron, Steph, and Joel Embiid, they all make that big of a comeback. Devin Booker, insane. So shout out to LeBron. Happy birthday, King James. Hopefully you and the Lakers can get together this year. 40 years old and still playing at a high level. Never seen this before. 40 years old and still can get you 40, 50. It's crazy. Shout out to LeBron. He's in my top three. LeBron should be in everybody's top three all the time. It's no question. Even the old heads, y'all gotta start putting him in your top three. Stop putting in Bill Russell and like listen, Bill Russell's one of the greatest of all time. R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? He got 11 rings. You gotta respect it. But comes a point in time, you gotta start respecting the new. You know, like the up and coming. You can't stay stuck in your old ways. Back in the '60s and '70s, you can't be stuck back there. You gotta evolve. And LeBron is top three all time. He's top three. You know, he's top three. So gotta respect it. Shout out to LeBron, man. Hopefully y'all can get that win. I think do y'all play tonight? Let me see if they play tonight. The Lakers play tomorrow night. I think they play on New Year's Eve. They play the Cavs on New Year's Eve. Uh-oh. I ain't gonna lie, the Lakers might not win that one. They might not win that one. I don't know. The Cavs they might not be, they are not beating the Cavs. Like the Cavs are on a roll. They're on like a crazy win streak right now. They are not beating the Cavs tomorrow night. Sorry, like I said. The Cavs are on a 6-game winning streak and they're still the number one team in the league still. So yeah, they're not beating the Cavs tomorrow night. But I'll be rooting for the Lakers because AD, but they're not going to beat the Cavs tomorrow night, unfortunately. Sorry, LeBron. Enjoy your birthday today. You know what I mean? Enjoy the day because tomorrow you might be taking that L against the Cavs on New Year's Eve. But that's going to conclude the episode. This is going to conclude the episode. I want to thank everybody for coming back and watching. There's no overheating noise on this one, so y'all should be able to, y'all should be able to watch this with no problem. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I just watched the women's UConn. Hidalgo from Notre Dame. I say UConn. I was watching the highlights from Notre Dame, the women's. Hidalgo is a dog. Juju Watkins is the best player in women's basketball right now. There's Paige. Hidalgo is one of them. There's another one from Ohio State. She's nice. I forget her name, but she plays for Ohio State. I think Paige and Paige got that dub yesterday. Let me look up and see when does Juju play. Let me see. While I look this up, make sure y'all subscribe to the pod. Y'all subscribe to the podcast, like, comment, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. So they play Nebraska January 1st, Wednesday. So USC and Juju play Nebraska January. Let's look at some men. Let's see what Duke. Let's see. Let's see what Cooper Flag. So Duke play Virginia Tech tomorrow at 4:30. Well, I ain't tell the time of the USC Nebraska. They play at 3:00. USC Nebraska 3:00. Men's Duke versus Virginia Tech tomorrow at 4:30. So yeah, so USC versus Nebraska Wednesday at 3:00. Cooper Flag and Duke play Virginia Tech tomorrow at 4:30. Y'all stay tuned in. I'm your host K-Dub. Welcome to another episode of K-Dub Palace. The second episode, we're going to be growing and getting better from here. Make sure y'all tune in and subscribe. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in the background from the other from them out there. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Y'all was able to hear me loud and clear. So we're gonna get back to some more basketball. But we're gonna get back to some more basketball probably tomorrow. I'm gonna come back with another episode tomorrow. But I'm your host K Dub. Y'all like, comment, subscribe to the pod. You share it to your friends, your family. Spread it all over social media because we going up in 2025. We're going up. We're going up. But yeah, man, I'm out, man. I'm the room for the Mavericks tonight. My dog Kyrie play. I got the wristbands on. We locked in. You know, so I got the Kyrie wrist on. Y'all can see it. We here. But I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Oh yeah, by the way, Kyrie is a great human being because he's willing to pay for the fines of PJ and Najee. He's paying for their fines. He said it during. I heard him say after the interview, after the game, he said, "Don't worry about it, man. I'll pay for y'all fines." Kyrie's a great basketball player and a great human being. That's all I want to say about that. But y'all like, comment, subscribe to the pod. Y'all follow me on Instagram at DripGod KDub. Obviously subscribe to the pod and all that good stuff, man. And I will see y'all at episode 3, man. I'm out.